So remember, this weekend's all about new finds. So something is brand new about this, and here's the story. Number one, we have a brand new color, but that's just the beginning of this new story. It is a system that is literally sold out every time we've had it on the air. We've only featured it like 5 times. It has always been at a higher price. We've never done $60 off. And already in the first hour alone, we've sold, I believe, more than 3,000. Is that where we're at, real quick? So we're gonna hit 3,000 here in just a second. That was just in about 20-25 minutes last hour. So why has it been so popular? It's because it is the most amazing way to truly relieve the aches and pains, the tired feet, and get that circulation moving. Because everything pulls down here because of gravity. We want it all moving back up. All right, guys, so right now we've got 5 flex, and it's your choice of, do you want the gray? That's one of the news stories. It's a new color. Or do you want to get the black, which is our traditional color that Bob's wearing, and it is the most popular right now. So Bob rejoins me. And Bob, let's go over this, because literally Bob started this business of being on television and selling stuff, right? And you've seen a million products, right, and you have a great reputation because people have known you and loved you and followed you for many, many years.
Appreciate that.
You rarely, you don't pick anything that you don't absolutely believe in. And why do you believe in this?
Well, there are 2 questions I ask on every product that I see. Number one, will this product genuinely, honestly help other people? I mean, help other people, make your life easier. And the second question is, how about the company behind the product? Will they be there to support you, to help you, to answer questions? And with the product that we're talking about, Suzanne, the answer is yes and yes with this one, because there is no other product like this from a great company called ReAthlete. And I know we're gonna get into the technology, and we're going to get into how it feels and everything. First of all, I'm thrilled that so many people are taking advantage of this. Wait till you get this at home, and wait till you feel it, because this product is all about doing just one thing, and that is helping you get relief. But it does it 3 different ways. It does it with heat, it does it with compression, and it does it with massage. So you get all 3. You can use them all together. You can use them independently. We're gonna talk all about it, but Suzanne, there is nothing else quite like this product.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, it is?
I'll tell you a real-time story. So I came in and I got on the stair stepper we just featured prior to going on the air. And my left knee was just killing me. And I was on and I'm thinking, man, I'm not gonna be able to do that stair stepper very long, right? And so I thought, well, you know, I'll just do the other exercises. That's fine, because my knee was bugging me. I did this for 25 minutes last hour. Did you see me on the stepper?
You were moving all the time.
Look, I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
That is a real life, real time result.
Yeah.
I was on the stepper, and all of a sudden, because of this, I was like, oh my gosh, my knee, it was still bugging me a little bit, but before I could barely do the stepper at all. I didn't think I was going to be able to demo it.
Because your muscles were a lot looser, they were more relaxed.
And I had that heat.
You had the heat, you had the blood flow. I watched you over here.
Did you see it?
You were doing it.
I had a whole, more spring to my step.
I know, you did.
It was amazing. And that's real time from last hour to this hour. So I honestly was shocked that you saw me on that. I wasn't going to work out on it. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, I can actually do the stepping. Exactly. It's because my legs were revitalized because I used this for about 20 minutes last hour. That, to me, just to have real-time results like that is so impressed. You know, like, wow, you guys have seen it live with me, the results from last hour to how I was able to do and get to this hour. So here's the story, basically. It comes with everything you need, which I love. It comes with its own little carrying case, because guess what? If you read the reviews, there's tons of people who literally travel with this everywhere. I want you to think about the people you love that are on their feet all day. I want you to think the people you love who sit all day long at a computer or a desk. I want you to think of the people who are on their feet at the restaurant. They're a police officer. They're on their feet all day because they're in a hospital environment, walking, helping patients. It's basically all of us. If you've got the aches and pains, the tired muscles, maybe you really are great and you work out a lot and you want muscle recovery quicker, you want this. Now, who have I left out? Basically nobody. Everybody is gonna fall under that list somewhere.
Exactly.
Right?
And here's the big question. what the heck is it, right?
What does it do?
What is it? So we're going to explain that as well. I mean, it's so easy to get so involved with this because it feels so good. All right, let me stand up for a moment. First of all, think of sleeves for your legs, okay? All you have to do, and I'm going to take this off, it fastens and you can customize this to however you want it, but it fastens very easily, just like this. You wrap it around. You want it as tight as you can make it and still be comfortable. But here's the key: from the very top of the thigh, all the way over the knee, into the calves, and all the way down to the feet and the toes, there are tiny little air pockets. And when you start the process, air starts to be pumped. I'm going to sit down now. Air starts to be pumped in through those air pockets all around your thighs and your calves and your feet. You control everything right here. Everything also is preset. You don't have to program anything. As Suzanne said last hour, you don't have to download an app or anything like that.
You don't have to Bluetooth.
No, nothing. Everything is preloaded in this and preset. All you have to do is touch buttons, and they made it easier than that because along with the buttons that you're touching, it shows you the pictures. Okay, now I'm going to start at the very top. This top button right here, this is how you turn it on. You press one button. Now what's starting and what I'm feeling that air, that controlled air being pumped in around my thighs, around my calves, and into the toes already in a matter of seconds. I also can control the intensity with that top button. If I want it a little stronger, all I have to do is press it once again. It has a built-in timer, 30 minutes, shuts off automatically. Then you see M1, M2, and M3. You have 3 different modes of massage. What that means is you can massage your entire leg, or if you want to massage your half leg, you can do that too. Or if you just want to massage your feet, you can do that as well. Imagine having your feet massaged anytime you want. And then, as Suzanne was talking about, heat. Heat is generated in the knee area. That's where it's concentrated, in the knee area. And all you have to do is hit that last button, and that starts the heat, and then you control the intensity. So you control everything. See the picture right there? I'm trying to hold it at the right angle. It's doing the entire leg. It's showing what area of the leg it's doing. It takes all the guesswork out. It is so easy and so simple to do. You just press the buttons. But if I want to switch it and I want to go to a different mode of massage, I can, oh, yeah. Okay. You know, I've been able to share lots of products with you over the year, but let me tell you, this is in a class, in a category
really
all by itself.
It's so good.
And we just wish you could be in the studio to feel it too, and obviously you can't. And when you get this at home, you're gonna know right away. I was telling Suzanne the first time that I ever used this, my legs felt so light.
Lighter,
and
yes.
Lighter. Oh,
and
so much lighter.
Clearly, I was so much more flexible.
Yeah,
and I had
exactly.
more bounce. I mean,
because
really,
everything was loose.
Right. Well, and also just gotten that circulation going.
Yeah, and that's the key.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's so important. What it does is, just like brushing your teeth, it's going to temporarily increase your blood flow while you're using it, right? And why do people wear compression socks? If you wear compression socks and you think those are great, I really hope you're gonna try this, because thousands and millions of people wear compression socks because, again, they're trying to get that blood flowing up to their body. It tends to pull down because of gravity towards our feet. This is gonna help pump that back up and get it going. Thus, when you're done, your feet don't feel dog tired anymore. And if you're coming home from work and you literally can't wait to kick your shoes off and literally put your feet up because they're so exhausted and tired and achy, you are going to love this. If you are, and I was thinking of all those wonderful police officers who are out there and they stand on their feet. I always feel for them when I go to the baseball game or I go to the hockey game. They're out there directing traffic and they're standing out there for hours and hours and hours. Quite frankly, God bless them. I don't know how they do it. They must come home because they always have the worst shoes. Yeah. Like the police, they don't give them like tennis shoes to wear. I always wondered about that. I mean, I like a nice shiny shoe, but give them something comfortable to wear, for God's sakes, right? And I thought, man, can you imagine anybody who's at a cash register all day, someone who, if you work at a factory all day and you're on your feet. My son's the head of QA at a vitamin company that makes vitamins. He walks through the company and the facilities all day long because he's doing quality control. So he's walking constantly on his feet. And it doesn't, if you sit, this is actually, Bob, interesting. and you can go on about it too for me.
Yeah.
If you sit, it is actually almost worse for you than standing all day.
That's such an important point, because that's the problem. When we stand for a long period of time, or when we sit for a long period of time, we are constantly fighting gravity. In other words, that blood flow is going in the wrong direction. And that's why when we finally sit down or whatever after standing for quite a while, you know, our legs feel tired and achy, and they feel heavy and they feel painful. That's what this product is all about, though, is giving you, helping to give you that relief from the minor aches and pains of the muscles, the stiffness and the soreness with the compression like we were talking about. You're also going to have that improved blood flow. In addition to that, improve the relaxation and muscle recovery. This encompasses it all. Now, I think it's very important to note that this is such a hot item and a product category around the world. That, I mean, it's the hottest item on the internet right now. And there are lots of, I call them wannabes, all right? And there are lots of products out there that kind of look the same. However, this is only one right here that works like this. From the good folks at ReAthlete, they are known as the leaders in technology throughout the world. And look, even one is marked R for right, L for left. Okay?
You can't mess it up.
Well, yeah, you can't.
Well,
because
I did.
you did.
Yeah, we did last hour. And you know what? I didn't know it. And I didn't know it, so I looked down. I'm like, oh, guys, we got to switch this for me next hour.
But it still worked.
It worked great. Yeah, it didn't bother me one bit. I didn't know it was even any different.
That's the technology that we're talking about here. I mean, I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong with this whatsoever. And that's why we invite you, just give it a try.
Right.
Give it a try. You have 30 days, obviously. Give it a try. If this doesn't have an effect on you after using it one time, then you send it back. I know that you're going to fall in love with it, but you need to feel it. You know,
that's the key.
Yeah,
honestly,
feel it.
You look at it and you think, well, it looks kind of goofy. Like if you're looking at us sitting here, it's sort of like goofy looking, right? But when you get it at home and you actually experience it, it's heavenly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, have you ever been and gotten a massage and whoever's doing it goes down to your feet and they just really grip your feet and squeeze it, and then they let go, and then they do it again? You're like, oh my gosh, if they could only do that for an hour, that would be amazing. That's what this is doing. It's giving you that really firm kind of grip. It doesn't hurt at all, but it's this firm grip, and then it releases. And what I really like about it is you don't have to know anything how to do it right. They have done countless hours of research.
Oh, yes.
And the method of this, you'll feel it alternates what it's doing, but that's specifically to get it working the way your body wants to work.
It's that rhythm.
Yes.
That rhythm, I mean, you're right. I mean, the folks at ReAthlete, known throughout the world, I mean, people use this throughout the entire world, but they have the technology. They've done that research. They know exactly strategically where to place those air pockets to maximize the compression with the soreness and the stiffness. And once again, then you get the heat in that knee area that creates that cocoon of comfort, so to speak, where it just surrounds your knee area with the heat that loosens everything up. And then you have the massage. Okay, now, Suzanne talked about the massage, and I'm glad she did. Don't expect a regular feeling massage. That's not what you're going to get with this. You are going to get a massage unlike anything else, because it's a combination of massage and compression together.
Right.
I mean, you can't get that anywhere else except in the technology that we're talking about with this particular unit. Again, if you're feeling tired, if those legs are heavy, this is going to you know, nowadays we recharge everything. We recharge our phones, we recharge our tablets. Now you can recharge your legs. Right. That's what we're talking about. And Suzanne went from this item last hour to an exercise item.
Yes.
And I watched her. I mean, she's working out like crazy over there.
Before I used this, I didn't think I was going to be able to demo that, because my knee was really bothering me. Yeah. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I actually can move. Yeah. This is good. Yeah. Okay, a lot of people want to know sizing. How does that work?
Oh, great question. This will fit virtually anyone, okay? No matter if you, and if you need more more room, we're also giving you the extension pads. You're gonna get these as well. So if you need a little bit more room, you can use the extension pads. But as far as height and everything like that, it will generally accommodate any build out there. And just give it a try, okay? That's what we're saying. We invite you to do it. Do you wanna feel good? Do you wanna have that energy? Do you wanna get back into life? This will enable you to do it. You know, you were talking last hour about the importance of moving. Yeah. You know, moving, that is such key to feeling good, is to keep moving. Well, if your legs are tired and sore and achy and painful,
or if your
you're not
feet
gonna
are
move.
hurting.
Yeah,
I mean,
your
God.
feet. And how many times have you wanted a foot massage, but no one was around to do it?
Right.
You don't have to worry
not
anymore.
Willing.
This will
My
do it.
husband's not willing. He's like, I am not touching your feet, honey. He's
So
like,
there
no.
could be somebody around, but maybe they don't want to do it,
they're not
right?
going to do it, and they won't do it right. They won't really get in there and have
Well,
at it.
guess what? Those days are over.
Over permanently. Now, here's the other cool thing. You could use as much as you want. How awesome would that be? So maybe use it in the morning. Maybe you have someone who's bedridden. Do you have someone who sits in a wheelchair all day long? That is, absolutely, you can do the research and know that if you're sedentary or you're on your legs all day, either end of the spectrum, it's just really not good for you. How many people do you know wear compression socks? Like virtually everybody I know has picked up our compression socks here at HSN. Why? Because it's compressing the leg area and the feet, and it's helping that blood, that body, that circulation to move up and around your body, which is really, really crucial. Well, this is gonna be able to do it for you in such a more powerful and effective way. You get it at home, you got 30 days to try it out. As Bob said, you're gonna know the first time you use this, and you're gonna feel the difference. The challenge is getting it. This is key. Bob and I have been on with this before, and it's sold out. In fact, it's sold out. It's only been on 5 times, which is as many times you've been on with this, 5 times. Yeah. Every time it's been a much higher price. This is the first time we made it the feature item today, and we dropped it $60. It's not even been close to this price the last 5 times it's sold out. And we've never had a day special. I bet you there are millions of people watching right now who had no idea we even had this in stock because it's been gone every time within a couple airings. So here's your chance tonight. The most popular is the black. That's the original. You get the bag to go with it, and you get the extensions to go with it. So if you have a bigger leg, no worries. Get it at home and absolutely try it for yourself. And you're right, Bob, the first time you use this, if you don't completely fall in love with it, then you send it back and we'll refund your money.
Oh yeah, I said it last hour. I had to call the company after the first time I used it, and I said, my legs feel so much lighter. Should I be feeling this way? And they said, yes, because you're no longer fighting gravity. You got that circulation going in the right way. It helps you 3 different ways: compression, heat, and massage. I'm going to stand up again because I want to show you how to put this on. It's so easy to do, okay? And you can customize it. You can have it as tight as you want. Think of sleeves for your legs, okay? All you have to do is just wrap it around, and then it all fastens just like that, and you're ready to go. And from the very top of the thighs all the way over the knees into the calves and down to the tippy toes, you're going to have little air pockets, and that's what's going to take effect first when you try this. And all you do is push one button, and you'll feel that air starting to surround your thighs and your calves and your feet, and you'll feel so much better right away. I mean, isn't it worth giving it a try? I mean, giving it a try on something that could change your life, that could make you feel better, to get you back into life. You're never going to know until you give it that try. And that's what we invite you to do.
And here's what's interesting, too. I was reading some of the reviews, and I wrote some comments down because there's a lot of such positive comments. One says, works wonders. And that was actually a disabled vet who had written that one.
Wow.
And I thought that was wonderful. Best leg massager ever, like ever. Another one commented that they had tried a whole bunch of different things and they'd all failed. They just didn't provide what this person needed until they found this. You should read the reviews. There's in fact, right now.
Because there are a lot of other ones out there.
There's 45 perfect 5-star reviews on this right now.
Wow, that's great.
So, and it's only been on a couple times, like we said, and always at a higher price. But you know, for me, and this is something that you and your partner can use. You know, a lot of times you buy a pair of pants, you know, they're yours, you love them, but you're the only one using it, right? Or you'll buy something and you only use it. This is something that everybody can use because obviously it doesn't matter what size you are, what height you are, everybody can use this and you get incredible benefits. Even if you spend 5 minutes researching air compressed massaging, not only will you find amazingly high prices on these things. I actually saw a leg unit that was not like this.
Right.
That was $800, same concept, but it was $800.
Oh, I believe it.
And you know what?
believe it.
People will pay that. Why? Because it's so effective. And read why people are using it. That's really key, because there's a lot of people who use this for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah, exactly. And really, the category stretches. I mean, it goes across the gamut. I mean, it's everybody, as you pointed out.
Disabled vet uses it.
Yes, yeah. And if you happen
Athletes use it.
Maybe you work in a salon, service industry, okay?
Yeah.
If you're in law enforcement, like you talked about, first responders.
Well, and how many people do you know that they've had to end their careers early because, like, I know a lot of salon gals who just have to end, guys who end a little early. You know, you ever really think about it?
Right.
You don't see too many people doing hair that are really exceptionally old. They're usually younger, right? When you really think about it.
That's interesting.
And you know what? I think it's because their arms give out and their legs give out.
Sure,
and they just get, they can't do it anymore.
Well, I mean, the legs are just so key.
For everything.
So I mean, yeah, and your legs take such a beating because we stand on our legs, we sit for too long periods of time, and again, that's the problem because we are fighting gravity. Think about it for a moment. When we're standing, we're fighting gravity. In other words, the blood's going in the wrong direction. Well, this company has been able to come up with a way, as they say, to mimic the body's natural circulatory flow. Okay, gets everything moving in the right direction. And the best part is you're in control. You control everything with the remote, and it's an automatic timer shut off. So I use this at night when I'm falling asleep to get my feet massaged, and I doze off.
Oh, I bet you just sleep like a baby, right?
Oh my goodness, there's nothing else like it. That's why we invite you to give it a try, because you're gonna make that final decision.
Right.
When you get this done, that's one of the greatest things about shopping this way, is that you at home, you make that final decision. And when you get this at home, you just wrap it around your legs, just like sleeves, and then they fasten. You can, you want to make it as tight as you can, but still be comfortable, okay? Because that's the way you're going to be able to maximize the compression. Compression, heat, and massage. All three of those. And you know, when you think about it, we all know the benefits of massage. We all know the benefits of compression.
Yeah.
We all know the benefits and the pain relieving benefits of heat. Now you're going to be able to get all three now.
That's great. And I will tell you, the heat actually is so warm on the knees, I had to go down to the lower temperature. I had it cranked up because my left knee was really bugging me before I started. It was really bothering me. So I cranked the heat up. So you get really good heat. And it's also not like mushy. You ever get something that's like a massage like pad? And it's basically vibrating, and you're like, oh, it's not really a massage. It's not even comfortable. This is truly like, oh, like that good stuff, especially, oh my gosh, if you have aching feet, it's so good. Also, you know who uses this is a lot of top athletes, because again, we all know the importance of circulation. We all know the importance of compression. That's why you'll see a lot of athletes wear compression socks while they're playing.
Exactly.
You ever notice when you see typically an athlete has a sock that's up to their knee, that's gonna have compression. Because guess what? That's keeping everything flowing and moving, which makes their performance better. Also, this is really great if you're recovering. So let's say you have decided to really work out and you've been going, you know, you're working out on an elliptical, or you're working out on some piece you bought from us, maybe it's a bike. This is great for muscle recovery too.
Right.
So it's not like people who just sit all day or on their feet all day use it. People who are top athletes really use these to help improve their performance.
Right. And
so
we're talking about temporary results, but then again, so is bathing. Okay, that has
temperature. You're clean for a little bit.
Yeah, right. You got to keep doing.
Know it's important. You know, my analogy is brushing your teeth. That's my analogy.
Good.
I mean, brushing your teeth is a temporary thing. So
you got
remember,
to keep doing
it's going to help relieve the muscles, aches, pains, tired feet. It's temporarily going to move the circulation, the blood around. But we brush our teeth twice a day because we know if we don't, it's going to be disastrous.
You know, I'm
never
at a loss for words. But I tell you, when this is on, I just want to relax. I just want to lay back.
I can't think. I'm so jealous you're on that couch.
I have 9 shows tomorrow. 9 shows.
Look how rough your life is tomorrow.
Tune in at 4 o'clock. I'll probably be on this couch asleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how good this feels. Let me take you through the remote. I know we're running out of time. Don't hesitate, folks. I'm telling you. You see how many have ordered already? Don't let this sell out without you getting yours. Here's the remote. You control control everything on this remote. You don't have to program anything into it whatsoever. It's all preset. The top button, and I have it working right now, the top button is going to start it and stop it and also control the intensity. Then you have not one, not two, but 3 different modes of massage. What does that mean? You can massage your whole leg, half leg, or if you just want to massage your feet, you can do that too. And depending on which button you push, you can see the corresponding pictures that tell you exactly what part of the leg is activated. Then this button right at the very bottom, that's the heat. So you don't have to have the heat on if you don't want to.
It feels so. I honestly don't know why you wouldn't, unless you're having a hot flash, because it feels, it's like really deep heat.
Oh, it's nice.
It's fantastic.
And we know the temporary pain relieving benefits of heat.
Yes.
And imagine the heat around the knee area.
All that stuff up.
That's where you're going to feel the heat is around the knee area. Right. Yeah. And that's where you want it to loosen everything up, to create the cocoon of comfort, so to speak, to be able to get those pain relieving benefits. And we're talking about increased blood flow. No longer, I used to golf, I mean, I still golf, and I golf 9 holes, and that would be it, you know? Ever since I started using this, I golf 18, 36 holes sometimes.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Because your legs don't give out on you so fast.
My legs are so lighter feeling.
Right,
you know? And you feel like doing more.
If you really think about it, I mean, think about everything in gravity, all that fluid, not just your blood and circulation, but think of all the fluid. Gravity's just pulling all that down.
You're right.
So when you start moving that fluid up and around and you get it out of kind of where it puddles down here, it makes a massive difference. And honestly, you don't realize it until you try something like this. And then you're like, oh my God, how did I ever live without it? Like the reviews, people are going on and on. The thing is I think it's so important to understand it fits basically everybody, so you don't have to worry about that. You're gonna get these guys. These are included, okay? And they're extenders. And these are really long to begin with, but if you've got bigger muscles, thicker legs, whatever, you're getting the extenders, so don't worry about size. Okay, you should be in fine shape. Also, I love it. It comes with a carrying bag, and Bob said this last hour, it all actually fits in here.
You can get it back in there.
Unlike this, the sleeping bag that you can never fit back into that little tube, it'll all fit, and we have people who are like, great example, truck drivers love this, because how many hours are they sitting in a position that they don't move? They get out and they're like, oh, I gotta stretch my legs. If you ever say, oh, I gotta stretch my legs, you need this. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No doubt about it.
And it is literally could be a game changer for all of you who are using this, all of us. It even healed for me, I can't believe. This is the first time I've ever used it, because I've done presentations with you but didn't put it on. It is unbelievable how great this feels. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, you can just feel it, and it feels so good when you're using it. Oh yeah. That's an awesome thing.
And we could talk about it, because we're feeling it, okay? Yes. We're experiencing it. So we could go on and on and on and talk about this, but you're never gonna know until you try it. And that's why we don't want you to miss out on this. Give it a try, start feeling good again, get rid of the pain and the, on a temporary basis, of course, and the heaviness and the dullness. The decision is yours. I want you to feel better, and I know this is going to help you. All right, so guys, here's the scoop. We have the gray, which is the new color. We have black. Black is by far the most popular. So here's what I would do. We're approaching 4,000, right? We're at 3,500 or 3,400 right now. We'll get really close to 4,000, which is way ahead of our initial projections. This is the moment to get it, especially if you want the black color, because what I'll have left going throughout the day is going to be the gray. Bob, good to see you. Good to see you as always, Suzanne. It was great to see you. I was very happy to